Are we live? Are we live? Tonight, let's talk about our financial goals. And I want to share a few tips that help me achieve financial freedom. So, if you have had financial goals in 2023, but you didn't achieve them, this video is for you. If you started the year excited and you had good intentions, but you lost your motivation somewhere around February or March, this video is for you. If life happened, as it does for all of us, and you had to delay your financial goals, but you never got back on track, this video is for you. And even if you achieved some of your financial goals, but you know you could have done better, this video is for you too. So let's talk about it. But y'all know how I do. I'm going to say hello to my financial besties in the house. Hey girl, hey, how y'all doing? How you been? If you're watching me live, let me know you are here. Drop some money babies in the chat. I haven't seen money babies in the chat yet. Drop some money babies for me in the chat. And if you're watching a replay, hey to you too. Comment replay gang. Y'all know whether you're live or watching the replay. I love you like cake. Y'all know I love my financial besties. I don't see no money babies in the chat. I don't see no money babies in the chat. Hey, Eileen. Hey, Eileen. Hey, girl. Hey. One of the channel members. What's up, girl? And our money babies, the custom emoji is still not working. You know, I wonder if it's StreamYard, but it will show if I was going live directly through YouTube. I wonder if that's why. Because those custom emojis are so cute. I need to figure out what's going on with that. But hey, Eileen. Hey, girl. Hey. Let's see who else is with me. Yes, with the money babies. Venus with the money babies. What's up, girl? How you doing? How you been? Hey, D Walker. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Malaysia 1911. Hey, Twanika. Hey, girl. Hey. Oh, you see? Oh, you see it, Eileen? So maybe I can't see it because I'm on StreamYard, but you see it on your end. Awesome. Who else sees the money babies that Eileen is posting? Can y'all see those money babies? I'm hating because I can't see them. Oh man, but that's good. That's good that you can see it. Hey, Adelia, what's up, girl? Hey, Bobby. Hey, Teresa. Hey, y'all. How you doing? How you been? Okay, Teresa says she doesn't see them. Yeah, okay. So I need to take some time to look into that. And if I can't figure it out, I'll just send a message, do a little chat with the YouTube creator support team. Cool beans, cool beans. Thank you for letting me know. Um, I'm in a new location, but I got some new equipment. Can y'all see me okay? Is the lighting okay? Is the video quality okay? I'm trying to do better for y'all. I'm trying to get better in 2024. That's why we gonna talk about our money goals in 2024 because I got some goals too. I got some goals too. Avina says she sees the pink money babies. Okay, good, good, good. But if you are new to me, hey girl, hey. I love it when new people join us. But if you don't know who I am, my name is Malika. I am a money coach and I am the founder of Fabulous Financials, my coaching company. My financial journey began as a single mother on welfare. And I share this because I want you to understand the context from which I speak. When I'm sharing my thoughts and my opinions about money, because that's all it is, I am not a financial advisor or a financial planner. So I'm sharing my thoughts and opinions about personal finance, about money, about investing, about building wealth. And I want you to understand the context that I'm speaking from. So I am someone that was on welfare for almost 10 years. And I was on welfare until I learned how to invest in the stock market. And through investing in the market, I built a multi 7-figure portfolio. So I dare anybody to tell me that they can't invest. I dare anybody to tell me that investing is gambling. I dare anybody to say you can't build wealth through the stock market. Yes, you can. And I will challenge anybody that says you can't because I achieved financial freedom, not just financial independence. I achieved financial freedom and resigned from my 9 to 5. And I have been living my best life ever since. I feel divinely led to be a money coach because I know that there are so many women who are where I used to be, whether there's financial stress or shame about your current finances. You may even earn a decent income, but you're not where you want to be because you know you can do better, but you don't know how. You might desire more out of life. You might desire more financial security. You might desire more flexibility, more time to rest. That's been the best part of freedom. Having more time to rest, more time to travel. If y'all saw my last video, I traveled to 10 countries this year. I did my own self curated around the world tour. So financial freedom gives you more time to travel and simply enjoy life. If you're not a traveler, that's okay. Whatever is that you enjoy, that's what financial independence can do for you. That's what financial freedom can do for you. So in my coaching program, I help women learn how to invest and design their own path to financial independence so you can live whatever you love. And I say your own path because your path may not be identical to my path. And I don't tell you what to do, I don't tell you what to invest in, but I help you use your goals, your desires, your dreams for your life to design your own path to financial independence and living whatever you love. So if that sounds like your vibe, then says I invite you to join my tribe of financial besties. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Turn on that notification bell while you're down there because that will make sure you are notified whenever I upload a new video or go live, like now. So, welcome, 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 welcome. I'm so glad you're here. But make sure you subscribe. I ain't playing. Let's see what my sis talking about. Shalonda, hey girl, hey. So you got the emojis too. Okay. And other people can see them. So maybe it's just on my end. Maybe it's just on my end. Cool beans. And Eileen said everything is A-okay. Okay, so my lighting looks good. Video quality is pretty decent. Hey Maya. Hey Elle. Hey y'all. Yep, two emojis. Okay, so it's just me then. Apparently, it's just me. I'll figure it out. But before we get into the topic, I want to share just two quick announcements. The first announcement for my members in this live stream, our members only live stream is going to be immediately after this one. Let's say about 8 o'clock. I shouldn't be on here any more than an hour. And if you would like to join the membership, there's a join button right below this video. You can click that join button so you can be a part of the members only live stream. The link is also in the description box. But after we finish with this live stream, y'all know I pull back the curtains of my personal finance and I share all the deets, all the nitty gritty. And I'm also going to share with my financial besties who are in the membership how I evaluate a country when I'm on a scouting trip. And if we don't have time to get to that tonight, I'll definitely share it in the next one. But I would love to share that with you all tonight as well, in addition to the expenses and the money stuff we're going to be talking about. But the second announcement, Invest with Ease will open for enrollment on January 2nd. I am going to open enrollment on January 2nd for the next cohort. I only teach investing 4 times a year. I do it once per quarter, and Q1 will open for enrollment on January 2nd. So if you want to join the next cohort who are creating their path to pursuing financial independence, this is where I share my personal strategies and all the things that I've done to achieve financial independence for myself. Make sure you're on the email list. The link is in the description box. Also, I will send the open enrollment announcement to my email list first. I keep the cohort small, so spaces are limited, and I give my email list time to enroll before I open it up to the public. So if you're interested in being a part of that next cohort and pursuing your goals of financial independence in 2024, make sure you're on the email list. Cool beans? All right, now let's get into this topic. Hold on. You remember last week I was drinking rosé out of a coffee mug. I still got the coffee mug with me, but I decided to act like I had some couth tonight. But let's talk about our goals for 2024 and some of the things that I did to achieve financial freedom. I want to share with you, and perhaps you can implement them into your processes in 2024 to help you be successful as well. But remember when I said I was on welfare for almost 10 years, right? You guys know that. I repeat it often because I want you to understand where I started and where I came from. So I share that story often. But tonight I want to share an image to show you my earnings during that time. I know some people don't, I won't say you don't believe me, but I've had some people question, how is it possible you were on welfare for 10 years and you retired in your 40s? Like that's impossible. It's what I did. So I want to prove to you, I want to show you what my earnings were during that time when I was on welfare. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this because I shared it in my stories. By the way, if we're not friends on Instagram and you don't read my stories, you're missing out because that's where I share all the deets. I'll be telling all my business. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Not all my business, but I share a lot of stuff in my stories, and I tend to share it in real time. So let's see. How can I share? Nope, not that. I practice this. How can I share? No, I don't want to share slides. Upload file. That's where it is. Hold on. Now I can't see y'all. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? If you can't, let me know, but I see it. So what I'm sharing here is my earnings record from the Social Security website. You all have access to this too. They send you a new update of your earnings record every year. It usually comes out about 3 months before your birthday. And every time I open this earnings record, I'm humbled because it reminds me of where I started. So I was a teenage single mother, right? I had my daughter in 1992. And this is a list of my earnings in the first, looks like 8 years or so. So the last 2 years is cut off. But this is a list of my earnings in the first 8 years of my daughter's life. I was on welfare. I got every government entitlement you can think of. I received it, the cash check, the food stamps, the housing assistance, the daycare assistance. I received it all. And in 1997, that's the highest income. That's the year that the social worker insulted me and she hurt my feelings. She basically questioned my parenting or my ability to parent. Hurt my feelings so bad it made me cry. But as you can see by my earnings growth, I was trying. I was trying my best to follow the process, the standard ways of trying to get off welfare, working a job, trying to go to school, trying to get a degree, trying to do all the things. But everything I was doing that was my best, it wasn't good enough for her. She insulted my parenting abilities, telling me I wasn't taking care of my child because I could not financially provide for her. And that brought me to tears. And sometimes when I think about that moment, it still brings me to tears. But at that point, that very point, I was determined to become self sufficient and never, ever, hear me when I say this. I was determined to become self sufficient and never rely on an external source other than my God, other than God, for financial assistance again. I was determined to do things my way, not the way society says do it, not the way my mama wanted me to do it, not the way my friends and family was doing it, not the way anybody else was doing it. I decided to do it my way. And that's why you see in that next year, my earnings went from 12,000 to zero because I said, F it. F it all. I'm going to do this my way. And when I started over from rock bottom and started thinking for myself and started making the changes that I knew was best for me, not what was best for the government, not what was best for society, I was still on welfare. I was still getting government assistance. I didn't care. I was going to ride the system for as long as it took me to get off of welfare for good, not temporarily, not just a little bit and still be struggling. I was going to ride the system for as long as it took to make sure I could get off of welfare for good. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to see where I come from and what that triggering moment was for me that put me on the path to where I am today, financially independent of any employment, and I can live whatever I love. So, with that being said, the first thing I want to ask you, and I would like for you to share with me, is number one, what are your financial goals for 2024? And number two, what is your why? Why? Why do you want it? Why is it important to you? Because it has to be important to you. It can't be because that's what society expects you to do, not because you're 40 years old and you should have this by this age, not because you follow somebody on social media and they have it, so you should too, not because this is what your parents always wanted you to do and you want them to be proud of you. It has to be important to you. So, what are your financial goals for 2024 and why? Why do you want it? Hey, Maya. Welcome, new member. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you for joining. The very first thing I did in order to achieve my financial goals, I had to understand my why. Why did I want it? And why was it so important to me? I was determined to never have to need government assistance, family assistance, any external financial assistance again. I did not want to feel like the failure that this social worker was implying, the failure that this social worker tried to paint me out to be. That was important to me. If you have a goal that is not important to you, you deep down in your soul, you may abandon the goal. You may abandon the goal before the year is even out. If you have a goal that's a large goal and it may take you several years to achieve it, if it's not important to you, it's going to feel too hard. It's going to feel too hard. It's going to feel too difficult. You'll end up quitting because it's not something that's meaningful to you. Right? So think about where you are right now. What is it that you want to improve, or what is it that you have a desire to experience? It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's wrong. It doesn't necessarily have to be something negative and you want to make it better. It could be something totally new that you simply desire, but the reason for desiring it still has to be important to you. Let's see. Twanika wants to increase her income, buy own gifts, because I don't want to rely on a job. I want to live life on my own terms. Okay. By your own gifts. Do you mean with your talents? You want to increase your income with your personal talents? Right. Let's see, Bobby says, I'm nearing retirement and I want to eliminate consumer debt, move towards paying off my mortgage. Bobby, why do you want to pay off your mortgage? Why do you want to pay off your mortgage? And the reason why I'm asking that, not saying that's right or wrong, or it's not something you should do. I hear a lot of people say that, and I wonder if it's because that's what society says you should do. You should be debt free. Or is that something you truly desire? And why do you desire that? And if I ask you a question, there is no right or wrong to the question. It's just something I want you to think about and consider as you're contemplating your own goals for 2024. Okay. My financial goal for 2024 is to retire from corporate America. Okay. My why is because it's time for me to rest, relax, revitalize my physical and mental self. I read that solely because I feel all of that. I feel all of that. I understand. Yes. So that tells me you are currently burnt out. Is that true? You're burnt out. You're exhausted. You've been on the grind. You've been on the hamster wheel. You may be dealing with some physical ailments that could be relieved or alleviated because of your job or once you leave your job. If all of these things are true, I understand your why. That's your why. But if you want to retire from corporate America, you want to retire early because the FIRE movement is trendy, that's an example of doing it because someone else showed you it's a glamorous thing to achieve, right? But if you have a true reason within yourself why you want it, that makes a world of difference. And you're not going to abandon that goal because you have some physical ailment that you need to relieve yourself of, because you are so burnt out, you're so exhausted, and you need to rest and relax. You can't go any further because you're about to fall over. You might need to take some mental health days. If that's your situation and that's what's driving you, that why is so important. You're less likely to abandon your goal. You're less likely to abandon your goal. So, whatever your goal is, make sure you have a meaningful reason for why you want it. It can be because you saw someone else do it, or someone else said it was possible for you, or someone else is doing it and you're amused by their lifestyle and you say, "Oh, I want that too." While some goals can be achieved that way, when a goal takes time, when a goal takes effort, when a goal takes grit to make it happen, that surface level inspiration, it's not enough. It's not enough. You have to dig deep for your why. Let's see what Eileen says. My financial goal is to increase my knowledge of investing and increase my savings. Okay. My why is that I'm mentally and emotionally tired of the 9 to 5 and I want to move abroad or at least slow travel. Okay. Eileen is mentally and emotionally tired. She is burnt out. She has reached the end. She doesn't have the capacity left. I hate that we have to get to that final point before we make a decision to do what's best for us. And there's no judgment because I did it too. I did it too. I finally left because I was so burnt out. But yes, when you are mentally and emotionally exhausted and you're working a job that's toxic, yes, that reason, that why, that's what's going to fuel you. That's what's going to fuel you for the long haul. Yes, yes, yes. Tunika said yes. Okay, so yes to all the questions I asked. Yeah, yeah. Elle said yes to all the questions I was asking. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Positively Pro. My primary financial goal for 2024 is to rest and invest. What does that mean? That's very broad. It's very broad. What does that mean? Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay. Okay. Oh, and Bobby answered the question about the mortgage. I want to pay off my mortgage debt. Let's see. I want to pay off my mortgage to be debt free, and I want to leave the house to my children for their wealth development. What about your wealth development? What about your wealth development? A lot of people you talk about being debt free. What is the why behind being debt free? And the reason why I'm asking that, again, this is no question. I mean, no, I'm not challenging your goals or I'm not doubting anything that you're saying, but I just want to encourage you to think a little deeper. Like, what is your why for wanting to be debt free? Is it because society says you should be debt free? Or is it solely what you're saying here? You want to leave the house to the children, to your children. What about your wealth development? Right? Are your children going to take care of you in retirement? Are they going to financially provide for you in retirement? And being debt free, you can be debt free and still be broke, right? You can be debt free and still be broke. My grandson is debt free. He's 10. He told me this weekend, Mimi, I am a preteen now. He said he is a preteen now. He is 10 years old. He a preteen. But he broke. He debt free. He's debt free, but he's also broke. So before you go planning for your children, what about you? What about you? Right? Elle, I've been following the retire early mentality since a minute. I know Elle. Look, me and you go way back, sis. You are an OG financial bestie. We go way back. I know. Where ooh, look, ooh. Adelia. Great question. Do your kids even want the house? I think I just posted something about this recently in on my Facebook on the Facebook public page. Michelle Singletary wrote an article about elderly people wanting to leave the house to their children, and there's a study that was done. Most of your children don't want your house. And I reposted it and I said, I understand, I agree. Your dream house is not my dream. If you live out in the suburbs, I don't want to live in the suburbs. I may be a city girl. If you haven't maintained the house in the 20, 30 years that you've owned it and you're leaving it to me, you're leaving me a burden. Do your children want the house? That's a good question. In addition to the one I asked, I still want you to think about yourself first. I know that sounds selfish. It sounds selfish based on our conditioning in our society to think about yourself first. But you have to fill your own cup, because if you are making financial decisions and all of your financial decisions are for your children, who's going to take care of you when you retire? If you're relying on your children to take care of you when you retire, you are becoming a burden to them. They won't tell you that because they love you. But I'll tell you that because your children have their own financial goals, and taking care of mama and daddy are probably not in their plans. Your children have their own children and spouse and immediate family to take care of. So if you haven't planned for your retirement and you're relying on them to take care of you because you've made financial decisions your whole life to take care of them, you're a burden to them. You haven't helped them in any way if you're going to turn around and be a burden to them in your retirement. So what about you? What about you? What about you? Okay, so that's the first tip. What is your why? Getting crystal clear about your why. Think about what you're experiencing today. What's uncomfortable? Are you stressed? Are you overwhelmed? Are you burnt out? That's a lot of the things I saw in the comments. You just not fulfilled with your job. It's not your passion. It doesn't fuel you anymore. You have physical pain. Your health is declining. I hate that it has to be all these negative things, but usually pain and discomfort is what moves us. It's what moved me to say, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to use the government for as much as I can get out of it while I'm in this valley. But when I get out of this valley, I'm never going back. That pain fuels us, right? So think about where you are now, the discomfort that you have, and use that to define your why. And remember why you want that goal. And remembering your why is what will catapult you forward and help you to stay focused on what you say you want throughout the year. Even when life happens, life is happening, you're going to get off track a little bit. Perfection is not required for financial success. Perfection is not required for financial success. Life happens. You're going to get off track, but what's going to motivate you to get back up again? Remembering that discomfort that you had. You're going to have some setbacks, but what's going to motivate you to get back up again? Remembering that discomfort that you have. So that why has to be important to you and only you. Nobody else. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your sister, not your cousin, not Malika, not social media. Nobody else but you. All right. Ooh, I see somebody saying congratulations. What I missed in the comments. Let's see. Let's congratulate someone. Oh, Prill, now that I've paid off almost ooh, congratulations. Wow. Now that I've paid off almost $100,000 in debt in 18 months, I want to move all that money into my savings and max out my retirement contributions. Girl, congratulations. Yes, yeah. Oh, y'all know what else I got? Oh, look, Prill, that's for you, girl. That's for you, girl. Hold on. Let me get my dollars right. Yeah, that bet. Look, I've been playing with them all day. The dollars bet. There we go. There we go. That's for you, sis. Congratulations. $100,000 in 18 months. That's amazing. Look, I want to ask more questions and find out how you did it, but we ain't got time tonight. Let me get into tip number two. Tip number two. Tip number two. Have you established a lot of goals? Or do you just have one? Eileen said the money gun is tired. It really is. I've been playing with it all day. Have you established a lot of goals? Like you want to pay off debt, you want to save, you want to invest, you want to buy a house, you want to pay off the mortgage on your house, you want to do all the things. You want to do all the things. I asked you your goals, and almost all of you mentioned several things. All right, you want to do all the things, or do you have just one goal? Most of you mentioned several goals. So my tip for you, number two, well, I got money all over the place. My tip number two is to focus on one thing at a time. Have you ever heard the phrase, how'd it go? I'm probably going to jack it up. But a podcaster, a personal finance podcaster says this all the time. You can have it all, but not all at once. You can have it all, but not all at once. So if your goal is to quit your job, your goal is to save money, your goal is to build your emergency fund, your goal is to pay off your debt, your credit card debt, your goal is to pay off your house, you want to invest, you want to do all the things. Unless you are just an extraordinary person and can do a million different things all at one time successfully, because I'm not. I'm not. I would strongly recommend that you prioritize your goals and choose one. Choose one thing to focus on first. Because when you're spread too thin, when you're trying to do all the things, you lack focus, you will lose motivation, and it will slow down your progress. Or if you are making a little progress, it will be harder to see your progress because you're only making small incremental steps in your progress because you're trying to fill all the pots. You're trying to do all the things. If your income is limited, let's say you have $1,000 in disposable income, discretionary income every month, and you want to do all the things. You're putting $25 here, $50 there, $100 here, $200 there. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. It'll take you twice as long before you will achieve even one of the goals. But if you have tunnel vision, I mean, put your blinders on, tunnel vision, choose the priority. And go back to number one, the priority that's important to you. The priority that's important to you. And focus on that one thing. Give it everything you got. Put your blinders on. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Don't worry about if somebody next to you is doing the same goal and they're moving faster than you. Don't worry about what you saw the chick on social media doing. If anybody on social media tell you they made $1 million in a year, they just started in January. They started in 2023 and they started in January. And by December, they had $1 million investment portfolio. I ain't gonna say they lying, but what I will say is that's the social media version. We in real life. I want you to focus on real life circumstances, real life effort, real life resources, not the highlight reel, and those extraordinary once in a lifetime. You know what? I'm not even gonna say once in a lifetime. Let's just focus on real life, not the social media version. Y'all know what I mean by that. I don't need to elaborate any further. Put your blinders on. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Don't look at what nobody else doing. Don't look at how fast they're doing it. Don't look at how easy they're making it look. Have tunnel vision and run your own race. Right? So if you have 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals, tell me in the comments, what is your priority for 2024? What is going to be your priority for the year? And that one thing that you name, that's your priority, that's the most important thing to you. That's what I want you to focus on in 2024 and give it everything you got. Give it everything you got. When I was trying to get off welfare, I wasn't thinking about financial independence. I wasn't thinking about getting out of debt. I wanted to do all those things. I wasn't thinking about investing, right? When I was on welfare, my priority at the time was just the next step, just getting off of welfare, period. Yeah, I wanted to save. Yeah, I wanted the emergency fund. Yeah, I read the books and read about what you should do. I wasn't there yet. I couldn't do all the things, right? My priority was just getting off of welfare. And what that meant was getting a job, securing a career, not just a job, establishing a career so that when I got off of welfare, I would never have to go back. So that meant I had to focus on getting my degree first. I couldn't worry about saving. I couldn't worry about paying off debt. In fact, I went deeper into debt because student loans, Sally Mae. I gave it tunnel vision. I gave it my all to focus on getting that degree first. After I got the degree, then the next thing that was on my priority list was then securing the career. Getting the career that will help me to get off welfare, right? One thing at a time. Focus on one thing at a time, right? Don't try to do all the things. Don't spread yourself too thin. Ooh, Chris, good one. Pay off my car by December 2024. Good one, good one. Okay, what is your balance on your car? This is a test to determine if the goal is realistic. What is the balance on your car? Take that total balance and divide it by the number of pay periods you'll have in 2024. That's how much you'll need to pay on the car. Can you afford that number? If you can afford it, awesome. Get it, girl. Give it tunnel vision. Give it all you got. Don't focus on anything else. If you hear me talk about investing, it's okay to listen. It's okay to learn. Do not enroll and invest with ease. Focus on paying off your car. Use every dime you have towards your car. Do not enroll and invest with ease. Your time will come. I will still be here. Like I said, this is what I'm called to do. And every year I'll get better and better at doing it so I can help you later. Do not enroll and invest with ease. If you have high interest debt, or if you have a goal that's your priority to pay off any other kind of debt, do not enroll and invest with ease. I see you, Shalonda. Safe travels. But I love this for you, Chris. So yes, do that quick math to see if that goal is realistic. I hope it is. Yes, Elle said, you could do it. Yes, girl, you could do it. You can do it. Let's see what my sis Eileen. Priority for 2024 is to pay off my debt. I have 80% estimated to be done by December. That's amazing. That's amazing. So by debt, is this high interest debt? Is this high interest debt? Like credit card debt? Okay, 80% done by November. I love that. Congratulations to you too. Congratulations to you in advance because I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it because you're going to give it tunnel vision. You're going to take these tips and you're going to apply it and you're going to give it tunnel vision and give it all you got. Yes, Chris says she has 10K left. Awesome. 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 Okay. Eileen, I see. Ooh, Eileen, I see you. High interest credit card debt and a personal loan. Okay. Yes, definitely make that a priority. And I say the same to you. Invest with ease will be here. I only want to coach people who are ready to invest, who has a priority to learn how to invest, the people who are ready to create their path to financial independence. And if you are not there yet, that's okay. That's okay. I love that you're here. I love that you watch. I hope I share something that you learn, but we'll have time together in the future. That's okay. I want you to have tunnel vision on your priority right now, right? Your time is coming. Your time is coming. I love it. I love it. And at the end of next year, I want us to do this again. And I want to hear all about y'all debt payoff goals being complete. Yes, yes. Elsa, you can wipe it out. Yes, she can. And she will. And she will. So, yes, that's my tip number 2. Put all of your financial goals in order of priority and focus on the top priority. That's it. Ignore the others. When you complete priority 1, then you can look at priority 2. But until priority 1 is completed, give it tunnel vision, give it all you got, put your blinders on, ignore everything and everyone else. That's how I did it. When you are only focused on one thing, that thing is in front of you, you're reminded of it every single daggone day. You can't get it out of your mind. You eat, sleep, drink, and breathe it. And because you are giving it all you have, you know the saying, what you focus on the longest becomes the strongest? What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. When you focus on that one thing, you can't help but to get better at it. You can't help but to get better at it. Right? It's inevitable. You would become stronger in that area. Not to say that life won't happen. You're going to fall off. You're going to have some setbacks. You're going to have some things that knock you off, track a little bit. That's okay. We can't control everything. I'm not saying you should try to control everything, and I'm not even saying you should even try to be perfect. Just do your best. And when you get knocked off a little bit, because you're focused on that one goal and that one goal only, you know exactly what you need to keep your eyes on when you get back on track. You don't have to worry about juggling all the balls, trying to figure out, okay, where did I leave off? What I need to focus on next? Because that one thing is all you were focusing on to begin with. Right? Right? And if there's anyone that you're following on social media that is distracting you, that's making you want to chase all the glitter, that makes you want to chase all the other distractions that are not your priority, unfollow. That includes me. Unfollow. That doesn't mean you don't like the person anymore. They are just not where you are right now. You can always refollow when you're ready. But unfollow the distractions. I need you to have tunnel vision. Put your blinders on that one thing, right? Okay, third thing, and the last one. This is the last one. This is the last one. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have a strategy, or if you just simply don't know how, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do. This is important to you. It's your priority, but you don't know where to start. This is when you hire help. This is when you hire help. When I wanted to learn how to invest, I bought books. I bought books first. Some of the books were helpful, some of them just kind of went over my head. I have some books that I reread multiple times just because where I was in life, I just didn't digest the information. But if I read the book now, it will make more sense to me because of where I am now. So the books are helpful, but they were not enough to move the needle in a substantial way. So the next thing I did when I was able, when I could afford it, I hired a coach. I hired a coach that shortened my learning curve because I was trying to do it all on my own, trying to study YouTube University, watching video at the video, trying to follow all the freebies and do all the free stuff. God, that stuff was all over the place. A coach helped. Well, no, let me back up. I had a mentor. I had a mentor first. She was also a single mom, a Black woman, single mother. So she was very, very inspirational to me. And she tried her best to teach me what she knew, but I wasn't mentally ready yet. But she did plant the seed. That's who I credit for planting the seed to show me what investing could do. But it's the coach that put all the pieces of the puzzle together for me. And then I also had to study a lot on my own, right? Same thing when I learned how to trade. I wanted to learn how to trade. I started with books first. I followed all the people on the socials, consuming all the free stuff that just confuse you because it's overwhelming. It's so many different ways to invest. There are so many different strategies to it. There's so many different ways to trade. There's so many different ways to trade profitably. But what my coach did for me is he taught me a philosophy that helped me to think critically so I can look at all the strategies and decide which one was best for me, decide which one I would be able to repeat successfully and make profit from over and over and over again. Not just a one-time lucky trade because such and such said do this, so I did that and boom, I got lucky just because Tesla went on a run. No, he taught me a philosophy on how to evaluate the different strategies and how to evaluate the market, how to set up my chart. He taught me the how and the why behind all of the things. And it wasn't until I started working with that coach that made all the free stuff that I was learning make sense. Because it was all just real surface level and most of it just went over my head. But the coach shortened my learning curve and expedited my progress because he put all the pieces together and made it make sense. And then I was able to repeat the things that I was doing and to repeat the profit that I was able to make. It wasn't just a fluke anymore. It wasn't just luck anymore. It wasn't just, oh, the market just so happened to be on a run, so it's easy for anybody to make profit anymore. I actually had a repeatable process that I learned from him. And that is what I won't say that is what helped me to grow my portfolio per se, but that was the foundation that I needed to grow my portfolio because then I had to do a lot of practicing too. A lot of practicing on my own. So a coach can teach you, but you have to do the work. You have to do the work. You have to be coachable, and then you have to do the work. So, having an important why, it has to be important to you. Understanding your why. Putting all of your goals in order of priority. VIP besties, I'm coming. Putting all of your goals in order of priority and focusing on the first one and the first one only. And then only if You don't know how. If you already know how, you don't need to do number three. If you can figure out how on your own, you don't need to do number three. But only if you don't know how, hire help. There's no reason to struggle. There are people who can help you. If learning to invest is something you want to do, you can learn that on YouTube University, but you may spend hours and hours and hours watching videos. You may spend months and months and months trying to figure it out. You may spend thousands and thousands of dollars trying different things and lose thousands and thousands of dollars because you're trying a whole bunch of different things. Or you can hire help. Invest with Ease is one of them. Of course, I'm going to share my own coaching program, but I'm not saying that I'm the only one that can teach you that, right? Or you can hire help, like Invest with Ease, for example, and learn how to do it in 8 weeks and have a proven, repeatable process that you can do over and over and over again to make those money babies that will do the work for you. But even as a coach, I can share the process. I can help you think critically, but I can't do it for you. You still have to do the work yourself. You still have to be committed to the process if you want the results. So a coach can only guide you, but you have to be willing to do the work. They just make the work a little easier. They just clear the path to make it a little easier to walk down the path, right? They clear the path to help you to run down that path a little faster because my coach expedited my process. In fact, it's because of my coach why I was so confident once I decided to quit my job, because I knew that whatever happened, because I quit my job in the middle of a recession, the market was in a bear market, the market was down. Who does that? Who walks away from a solid, secure salary when the economy is in the trash? Me? It's my coach that helped me to build my confidence in knowing that regardless of what was happening in the economy, I knew I could make money. I was confident that I could make money. And now that it has come to pass, I know I can. I wouldn't have been able to do that without my coach. Right? So a coach helps you to expedite your process, your progress. It helps to shorten that learning curve and helps you to build that confidence you need to do all the things that you desire. Right? Any questions so far? Any questions about your goals? Did I answer all the questions? Highlight all the successes I see in the chat? Any questions about your goals? So, what are you all going to focus on now in 2024 that I've shared these 3 tips? These are the things that I followed when I was on the path pursuing financial independence. I had an important why. It was important to me and only me. And I did it my way, not the way anybody else wanted me to do it. I had tunnel vision. I focused on one thing at a time. I wanted bigger things, but I had to focus on one thing at a time. It was like in a stair step way, one thing at a time. And then I had people who inspired me. I had a mentor, and I also have a coach. And I say have because I still have a coach. I'm a money coach, yes, but I also have a coach because there's levels to this money game. Yes, I still have a coach that keeps me grounded and that keeps me learning. And that's one of the reasons why I suggest to you all continue learning. Because the more you learn, I get this from somebody. I don't want to take credit. But he would always say, the more you learn, the more you earn. And that's facts. Who says that? Somebody I watch on YouTube says that. Whenever I hear him say it again, I'll make sure I give him credit. But the more you learn, the more you earn. Yes, yes. So That is all I have for you, ladies, tonight. If you are interested in enrolling in Invest with Ease, and one of your priorities for 2024 is investing, and the goal is important to you, it's a priority to you and it's important to you, I welcome you to enroll and invest with ease when I open enrollment on January 2nd. The link is in the description box. The link is listed as themoneycoachmalika.com/invest with ease. It's not open for enrollment right now, but you can get on the email list because when I open it for enrollment, I'm inviting those who are on the email list first. And sometimes I offer exclusive bonuses that's only for those who are on my email list. I do not share that publicly at all, even though I will open enrollment to the public eventually, but the bonuses are only shared with the email list. And if you were on my email list on my birthday, you received one of those bonuses already. Yes, I sent out a birthday gift to my email list. Hope you took advantage of that. But if you are also interested in watching more content about financial independence, I will link my Financial Independence for Women playlist in the end screen of this video as soon as it uploads to YouTube. And let me check the comments. If you all don't have any comments or questions, I am going to say good night. Let's see. And again, welcome, Maya. Welcome, welcome. If you want to join the membership, click the join button under this video. I'm ending this early because I usually stay on about an hour and a half when I do lives, but I'm ending this early tonight because I'm about to go live with my members to continue the conversation and open my personal finances and share all my business with my financial besties that are in the membership. All right, so it doesn't look like there are any questions. You love the live. Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. I hope this was helpful. And L. Murphy, your focus for 2024. You want to save 10K effort funds. I love it. I love it. You want to save 10K and pay off your credit card. I love it. Choose one of those. Choose one of those, right? Choose one of those to focus on. Knock that out first and then do the other one. If your credit card has a high interest rate, I would say make that a priority, right? Have your little baby emergency fund, like $1,000 or so, and then put everything towards that credit card, right? And then when you're done with the credit card, then circle back to your effort fund. All right. Awesome. I hope that helps. You're welcome, Frill. All righty. I'm going to say good night now. So continue learning and continue investing so you can achieve financial independence and live whatever you love. All right. Bye for now.